stays on the connecting for like a little longer than it used to before it actually goes live. But we are live and on location in 3 separate locations for today's session of the Star Wars RPG. I'm just going to share that on Twitter before we hop into the game. How is everyone doing today?
That's sleepy, but otherwise fine.
Yeah, I'm tired. I got my first vaccine shot yesterday.
Oh yeah. Hopefully you're doing otherwise good though, just tired.
Yeah, I mean my arm hurts, but you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know my mom got her first shot last week, I think, and yeah, she was saying that yeah, her arm was pretty sore afterwards. Meanwhile, I think she was saying one of my uncles, when he got it, he was apparently out for like he was just out for 2 days after it, pretty much. It hit him hard. Yeah. I have mine on the 27th, my first shot. So, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it goes fine, because I'm working the day after. But
I hope so.
Yeah. But yeah, so, previously on the Star Wars RPG, a Star Destroyer appeared in orbit above the planet that the Rebel base is on. What's it called? We have it. I gave it a name, and now I'm just blanking.
Isn't it Rust too? Am I?
Radif. That's what it is.
Close enough.
And a team went up to investigate, found out it was the Star Destroyer belonging to Roger Teleros, and they managed to rescue Rupert Teleros from it and return back. So pretty much what they know is that Roger is, you know, after that painting from 2 sessions ago. And, yeah, and that they believe there was a tracker on that Imperial captain that got captured at the same time as the painting, which led Roger to this system, but of course can't lead him to the specific base because of the interference on this planet and such. So, basically following up from last time, Zoey gets called to the command center and basically gets filled in on what I just said.
Great.
And such, and
Meets Rupert along the way, like.
Well, he's in there, so you know, in the command center, as is Jacen, and Captain Thorne, who's the one like explaining this. The other characters from last time, Mira and Theo, I guess they went to go do something else.
Yeah, I feel like being here.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff to be done and such when the base is on high alert and whatnot. And so basically what Captain Thorne is then saying is like, so what we want to do is we're checking over the Imperial Captain for a tracker right now, and if indeed we find one, the plan is to take him off planet with the moon water, and see if they give chase. So basically we want U2 and R2 and I guess, yeah, both R2 units. So actually your R2 unit is here as well, isn't it, Jacen? Jason's R2 unit.
I'm
Right.
building up I'm slowly building up my army of robots.
But you did. But I think from last time you had your R2 unit with you here. So
Yeah, I did.
Two of. Oh, and we lost Zoey. No, she's back.
No, I'm still here. I just was taking a picture of my dogs.
So yeah, two of you and the R2 units and Rupert, we want you to go and with the bring the Imperial Captain with you. And yeah, the only question is if we send the painting with you as well or leave it here.
Well, we don't want him to get the painting, do we?
Yeah. Because we could capture something.
Has anyone investigated the painting?
We've looked it over, and near as we can tell, it's a normal painting. You know, skillfully made, but you know, nothing.
I know I checked something with Force-related things, but I don't think that was just anything either.
Did you?
For sure I did. Then again, I did roll real bad last time, so.
I don't think you ever use the Force on the painting.
Try it.
I'll do it anyway.
Okay.
Alright.
So,
What's my sense again? 5D.
yeah, roll me your sense.
Come on, max roll, let's go.
Okay.
21. So, it's... You don't sense anything of the force of it, but you do sense something weird with it, similar to the ruby and that one wall, and such.
Alright, so we'll touch it and think of something. Didn't work so well last time. Yeah, I'll just explain what you just said, like, to the NPCs in that case.
Yeah. Okay. And, Captain Thorne just, like, you know, looks at you, looks at the painting, and, he's like... Then, yeah, we probably don't want... Because...
Part of me wants to try what I just said. Just think of something while I'm touching it, see what happens. Then again, I might disappear, so who knows. I'll explain it too, like, all the things that happened to me in the past as well. Like, especially with the wall. Like, we touched it, how it, like, did things that we thought of specific things. Like how it warped us around, collapsed things.
Yeah. Yeah, I will actually add to what you sense when you sense this. It doesn't feel like it's something like really... It doesn't feel like it's powerful like the wall was. It just, you know, has a similar kind of off feeling to it.
This was a long time ago, so I might be remembering incorrectly, but didn't Rupert used to feel weird?
Yes, Rupert also had this weird feeling to him.
Does he still?
I don't know. Does he still?
I don't know. Does he still?
I'm just gonna start and ask him, like, cause like, we knew I'm not sure he told us that feeling way back when.
No. It was you that sensed it, you fuck.
Oh. All right. Let's find out.
Like forever ago. I don't blame you for not remembering, but yeah, it was you that sensed something weird with him, like forever ago. Like right before he got, you know, like kidnapped by his brother.
You know, let's find out. What do we do for that again?
Sense.
All right.
20. Yep. He still has that kind of off feeling, similar to all the other stuff.
Huh.
So Roger just wants to collect things that feel weird. That's what I'm going.
Weird King.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say anything for now.
Okay. And yeah. So then Captain Thorne's like, so Jacen, in your expert opinion, would you say we should? What should you say? What do you think we should do with the painting?
Well, I know Rupert is coming with us, right?
Yeah. Unless you think that's a bad idea.
This is like the exact same dilemma as last time, isn't it? You know, where was he like relieve the tablet and not bring Rupert, or vice versa?
Oh.
Because she didn't want Rupert anywhere near that tablet at all.
Right.
But then I think we just ended up like bringing both.
I don't remember exactly what you did then, but
because I'm pretty sure she's actually like, no, I'm not handing this over. I'm keeping this.
Yeah.
I would probably say just leave it here.
Okay.
Make sure like goes well behind a vault or something, or 3 or 4. Few I don't know, a few laser fields, maybe some bombs.
Okay. Sorry, just writing some stuff down. Nothing to be concerned about. And then as you're talking, someone comes in and goes and whispers something to Captain Thorne. Thorne's like, okay, so they've checked over the captain, and he does indeed have a tracker implanted in his left knee. So that is presumably how Roger found us. It's interesting though, because
yeah. Wait, aren't trackers and stuff supposed to like get blocked? Or any kind of signal?
Yes.
Going this planet?
That's been clarified.
Yes, that's why they were able to use the tracker to track to, the space above the planet when the moon water came out of hyperspace before coming down to land, but can't figure out where on the planet.
Oh, that's good at least.
Yep.
Then again, it's a Star Destroyer, so you don't know. It might just blow up the entire planet.
That's Death Stars that blow up planets. Stars.
It'll need a few more shots. They'll succeed.
Star Destroyers can there is something that Star Destroyers do where they basically like bombard a planet from orbit, but that's gonna have limited impact on like this, because space is underground and such, so
true.
It might be fine. Unless they were bombarding the exact right part of the planet for a long time. But yeah, so also though that might destroy the painting, and then if it were to destroy the base, it would probably destroy the painting as well. Okay, so then what we want you to do is take the captain, fly around to another part of the planet while cloaked, and then go up into space. Don't fly to like the exact opposite part of the planet, because that itself would be like, it's like, just kind of a random location, another part of the planet, and then fly up into space and see if they start tracking you. And if they do start following you, I guess make a jump somewhere else.
Okay.
And then, actually, what would be the best course of action? Should we leave the captain behind somewhere and then return, or? Because no, that wouldn't actually be a good idea, because then they'll just. See, the problem is if they track you elsewhere and find like the captain, or even like you just leave, even if we were to remove the tracer and just leave it somewhere else, once they figured out they've been tricked, they would just presumably come back here.
Is there enough of a dead planet that we could convince them that we could like disable the tracker and then just convince them that we have moved them there? Don't they have to search there?
Okay, so one of the old bases.
Say that again.
Like, is there an empty enough planet that it would seem like, essentially like this situation where they just can't track him on it, so that we can convince them that they just have to like search that planet? At least it would take them a long time to figure out they've been tricked.
Captain Thorne is thinking, he's like, I'm not aware of another planet that has the same kind of field. If you want, you can each make a knowledge planetary systems roll to see if you're aware of anything.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work. Hell yeah. Tracks.
What's a planet?
What the fuck is a planet?
Okay. Nope, you're not aware of anything like that.
I'm not exactly the smartest.
Yeah.
Anyone on base who might know?
Not sure.
I'll visit Brennan in his room real quick. Hey, you got any ideas?
I still need to message Dan to find out when he's good with coming back, if he is anytime soon.
Hopefully.
But yeah.
Hopefully.
And Rupert's like, what if we go somewhere that somewhere where the Star Destroyer itself would have issues, something like, you know, getting stuck or something where it wouldn't be able to follow us through somewhere, like, say, we go close to the Maw. And for anyone who isn't aware what the Maw is, it is a black hole cluster.
Okay. Yep, I knew that.
Totally did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was the explanation in the old Legends canon, which is what the canon we're going with the game, for when in the original movie where Han Solo says he made the Kessel Run in less than however many parsecs, but parsecs is a unit of distance, not time. So it was explained that the Kessel Run has you going close to the Maw, and the closer you go, obviously the more dangerous it is, but the shorter the distance, and thus the more time you can shave off your journey. But yeah,
I definitely knew that.
yes, because you are our Star Wars expert here.
Of course. You think he knows a lot? No. Try her.
But yeah.
Funniest part is that on my screen you pointed to the wrong ones. It's fine.
So.
Your screen's fine. It's still fine on his screen then.
Although I don't know how comfortable you feel flying close to the Maw.
No idea.
Probably be a pretty hard roll.
I can try.
I mean, that's just
the worst can happen.
That's also just an example. If you have any other thoughts of somewhere we could go or anything.
Can we get somebody who knows things in here?
Sure.
Because if I roll, I know how this is gonna end.
That's why I said anyone on base that might know more.
Or even in this room. Is there anybody in this room? No more.
We gaze at Rupert. You got any ideas?
Well, he's the one who suggested the Maw.
Oh.
And Rupert's like, I mean, like, an asteroid field would be another thing. Like, a smaller ship like the Moonwater can fly through pretty easily. A Star Destroyer would have to take its time and basically blast the asteroids in its way, but that, takes time.
That sounds safer.
Yeah. The biggest thing is, if we're, like, merely going to be delaying them, in which case they may return here, or if we're actually trapping them, or, like...
Maybe we should just blow them up.
Do you have a plan for taking out a Star Destroyer, Jacen?
Just get back on, take a few remotely planted explosives. I don't know. I mean, I'm not actually a demolitions expert or anything, but
just go onto the ship and then just cut a big hole in it, and they'll all get sucked into space.
That will get me sucked into space.
Yeah.
I'm good.
What's your point?
I mean, also with the size of a Star Destroyer, like, that would be a very big hole.
Okay, fine. Cut multiple holes.
Just, like, do a nice ballerina jump, just like, whoo! Just, like, score a whole round. I don't know, I almost feel that's the better, just, like, take them out instead in some way. Not necessarily blowing up the ship, but... Because, I mean, if they're not here, at least they can't find us anymore.
I mean, do any of us know how hard it would be to self-destruct the ship? So, like, hello, what would stop them from de-initiating self-destruct?
And Captain Thorne is like, well, I have an idea. It depends on how much they've changed the systems from, or the computer programming stuff or whatever since they took over the ship. Because, like, running a self-destruct on a Star Destroyer on a standard Star Destroyer would be doable. I wouldn't have any kind of like current codes for doing that, but like with R2E2, you know, some of the stuff I've read he's done with hacking, he could probably manage it. But if they've, you know, redone the system in any way, like, you know, it's entirely
well, we do have a we have the captain dude here. Maybe he knows.
I doubt he knows much about the destroyer, because he was really just on the deal, you know.
Yeah. Rupert, what do you think? Would Roger have done anything to like make the self-destruct harder, easier, or like removed it entirely? And Rupert's like, it's unlikely he would have removed the self-destruct. Because there are definitely times where you can use a self-destruct to your advantage, even of your own ship. But he'd probably have gone into the systems and redone it so that it would be only... He would have done his best so that it would be only him that would be able to activate it.
Okay. So it would be hard.
It would be very difficult, yes.
Well, you see, I still have like a miniature cannon.
Oh god.
Yeah, so unless we have like the right people with us, that wouldn't be that doable.
Well, I mean, with R2 that would be somewhat doable, but it's still not. It's still an extremely dangerous idea.
I mean, any idea we're going with right now is going to be an extremely dangerous idea.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't know where it could like block the tracking for like a longer period, right?
You wouldn't know where? No.
Like with using force at this.
Oh. Blocking?
And like maybe it could like pop up somewhere and like, hey, look, come here.
Well, that's part of the plan. The problem is, what's to stop him from just coming back?
Yeah.
Using the force to block the... Because yeah, if you could, like, use the force to block the tracker until after you've made a hyperspace jump, they would suddenly detect the tracker elsewhere. They wouldn't even detect it leaving this planet.
And then, I mean, because like, you know, if it comes down to it, you just like, if I can, we can try and do that multiple times just to show them like, where the hell is it going?
True.
Yeah. The only problem is they do know there's something going on here because, you know, you did go aboard the ship and rescue Rupert.
True.
But that would at least, let's see here. Just trying to think now, what kind of... Because obviously there's nothing actually in the book for that, but... I'm going to say that would be sense plus alter to do that.
I'd be willing to try.
Okay.
But it's still like, where do we go?
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah.
Could just go somewhere, wait for them to land, pick out whatever comes at us.
Wait for them to land.
Yeah. Although probably would need a pretty big landing spot.
Star Destroyers generally don't land; they send other ships down. Like, do you know how big a Star Destroyer is?
Pretty big.
Let me bring up.
I wouldn't know the exact scale of it, but I'm sure Kilo knows. I mean, she's the expert after all.
Yeah, of course, I know. I just want to test you guys.
Star Destroyer.
But I mean, I will still say when it comes down to like, no matter what we do, they're gonna come back probably. So like, I do say the best solution is just taking that ship out somehow. There's nothing to come for us when there's nothing, you know, when it's all gone.
Here we go.
Yeah.
But we need a pretty capable team of people.
1,600 meter long.
Yeah. So tiny.
About from me to the store or so. Well, no, it's about 500 meters to get to the store.
Okay.
Okay. So
life size Star Destroyer win.
We'll run a Kickstarter campaign.
Oh yeah.
I'm down.
Backers get to spend some time on the ship.
Yeah, it'll just be a glorified cruise ship, really.
Backers actually get to be the crew.
Oh, hell yeah. Pay us to be the crew.
Back at this level to be a pilot, this level to be a tactical officer, this level to be communications.
Bear back, I'm starting it.
Okay.
It'll be built in Thailand or something.
Why in Thailand?
I don't know. It's the first thing that came to mind.
Like, if you want somewhere on Earth for building starships, Australia. Nice big country, a lot of empty space.
True. That was one of the really reasons to go to Australia.
Exactly. Okay. Then.
Yeah, what do we do?
Okay. So, how confident are you that you could successfully block the tracker?
I don't know. It's the only thing I can try. I have no idea how successfully it will be.
Okay.
So, figure out.
Oh, yeah, that was a good question. I should ask, like, could I figure out how well I could do?
Maybe roll a sense to get an idea of, you know, you're kind of sensing yourself. Kind of.
High numbers. God, my sense has been consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah. 20. You feel like it'll be tricky but doable.
All right. I will relay that. Like, it's worth a shot to keep it simple.
Okay.
Part of me does just want to like destroy the ship.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like I said, like, as stupid as it sounds to say like that, it's like, it seems to be the fastest solution. We're just like, sure, we can trick them, but if they're gonna come back, we're just like delaying the inevitable.
Well, the idea is to trick them in a way that they won't come back.
So we need to roll a really high con, guy.
No. Okay.
Rupert's like, what if we lead them to areas with people who will fire on them?
Ooh.
Like who?
I mean, Roger's got himself a bit of a, criminal empire going, but there's plenty of other criminal empires out there.
He has a bit of a reputation.
Okay, so do we know a place?
Rupert's like, I mean, I know a few, powerful... I know of a few powerful crime lords, but don't know exactly where a lot of them would be at the moment. You have a lot of powerful criminal organizations. You have, like, Black Sun. You have various huts. You have... the name of the organization from Kel Jove's backstory. I'm blanking on it. You have...
It's a backstory?
Yeah, he owes money.
Oh, true.
He owes money for his ship that he doesn't have anymore.
Which is somewhere.
He also owes Money Tower too. Never forget.
Remember when I learned it was actually still, like, in pieces somewhere?
Not in pieces. It's still...
Well,
it's still
functional.
Yeah. In pieces means it's not functional. It's, broken up. But yeah. But yeah, there's... if you want, you can both make a knowledge streetwise roll. See if you're aware of anything.
Oh, wow.
Can we get Kilo in here?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely do this.
High rolls.
Hell
Ooh.
yeah. Which street?
Oh, was it 14 your roll there? Yes.
That was a need of 14.
Okay. I mean, you're aware of some criminal organizations, but...
I'm gonna roll for Kilo real quick. Just gonna see. I just want to know. Okay, not great.
Like, I mean, you've definitely encountered some criminal organizations, like a Cars organization, or
A base we shaked apart. That base we shaked apart by setting something off. What was it?
What you're talking about.
I'm not sure what you're talking about either.
where we infiltrated like that criminal organization, then like we
Oh,
set up something that like pretty much blew up the entire. Didn't necessarily blow up the base, but like caused like a whole quake.
The implosion, I think it was. Yes, that was a hut, I think.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was that. Was Danny Galaxy? You met her at one point.
Right.
Yeah. But don't really know. I mean, you know where Ikara's organization is headquartered out of.
Ikar, we need a favor. Maybe I can go there. No reason. No particular reason why I'm not going there.
I mean, if we do this right, we wouldn't actually have to land on the planet, would we?
Ideally, you wouldn't even have to. Well, I guess you'd be decloaked while in hyperspace, but ideally you'd be cloaking as soon as you exit hyperspace, so no one would even see you. Yeah. Yeah, Rupert is like, I mean, perhaps we could, like, you know, head out, make our first jump, and then make some calls, see what we can find out, figure out where to go next.
That's true, because right now we can't really contact anyone.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, we'd be okay with that.
Okay.
We can figure out from other people.
Okay. We'll have the captain move to the holding cell on the Moonwater. And then if y'all want to go get ready to head out.
I would like some new thermal detonators just in case.
How many do you have?
0. I mean, they seem to have helped in the past at this point, so might not harm to bring 1 or 2.
Okay.
Or no, it doesn't.
Well, we have 3 you can take.
I will gladly take that.
Anything else?
The rest were taken by Keela. Who still has like 6 on her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What GM thought that was a good idea? Oh, wait.
No idea. It was when this weird other guy showed up and was like, I'm the GM today, and I was like, okay, I guess.
Well, it was like when me and my friends were younger and we would kind of take turns GMing, but we also had player characters as well, so sometimes it was like, you know, like the one session where I was GMing and I'm like, okay, and you know, we found a bunch of Jedi Starfighters, so we each had a Jedi Starfighter after that, because I wanted a Jedi Starfighter for my character. Or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anything else you need?
No, I'm good. I mean, with my 16 blaster rifles, which 13 are in storage.
Okay.
So, you know, if we ever need to, you know, equip an army, there's 13 of my blaster rifles on our ship.
If we ever need to equip an army, we'll just call Kilo. Sure has just as many on her.
Yeah, and yeah, Rupert's like, perhaps the best place for us to go first would be Kroltam 6. Obviously, we wouldn't want to stay there too long, considering, your, Jacen's, friend there. But,
True.
you know, there's, that'll be a decent place to make a few calls. I have a few favors I could call in, see what I can learn.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, unless there's anything else, you all head to the ship. Anything else you need?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
You have enough med packs? I mean, I have 7 on me.
Okay. So you go to the ship, and the captain's already been put in the holding cell there, and yeah, roll me a piloting to take off.
Okay. I've forgotten what my piloting is. Okay. It's been a long time.
It'll be nice to make a piloting roll after those knowledge rolls.
True. Although it still wasn't great for me.
Yeah. So you fly out of the hangar and fly around to another.
Is he trying to block it? Because I thought that was part of the plan.
Well, you fly to another part of the planet, and then before heading up into space,
right.
Jacen's going to now do his sense plus alter, and I'm going to figure out exactly what the and where are you going? Are you going into the holding cell with the captain?
Yeah, I should probably be as close as possible.
Okay.
Hold my hand to his knee.
Do you want anyone in there with you? I guess R2 or Rupert, you know.
Yeah, R2. I think.
Okay.
R2. Be ready to pew pew.
So you have R2 there with you. You open the door. R2 just has his blaster rifle trained on the captain, and you're like, "Don't mind me." Go put your hand on his knee. Okay, roll me your sense first.
Jesus Christ.
That was your sense?
That was my sense, somehow.
Okay. And then alter.
Not as good.
Okay.
I will disrupt the signal slightly, I guess.
You were not sure whether or not you were successful.
Alright, let's fly and jump into hyperspace.
Okay. So you fly up into space and make me the astrogation. Standard trip, 6 days with your ship, 3 days.
3 days. How confident am I feeling? My rolls have been low. Is 3 days fine? Are we fine with that? Or did we want it to be, like, quick?
No, I've said we're fine.
Okay, then I'll just do the 3 days.
Okay. And roll me your astrogation. 22, no problem.
I had a feeling I should have made it one day.
So yeah, you jump into hyperspace, and 3 days.
Before we jumped into hyperspace, did they make any movement towards us? Like, did the Star Destroyer move? Do we know?
Yeah, you had Rupert watching the sensor as well. You were doing the astrogation, and yeah, he said that the Star Destroyer did start moving towards you before you jumped.
Was it even before we cloaked, or was it... Or uncloaked, rather?
It was before you uncloaked, yeah, so...
Okay, yeah, so you're tracking, blocking... But that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, he just got really lucky with those 2 1s.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, so anything you want to do during those 3 days in hyperspace?
Not really.
I would like to tinker with a certain droid.
Do you want me to help? Because I'm probably better than you at it.
You probably are.
My droid program repair is 60, if that's for you.
Only a 3 for me.
Do you ask for her help, or are you just secretly working on this in your room?
Well, I will discuss the plan with her, because I'm just, like, discuss it with her, be like, could be a nice extra guard, because they seem to be, like, more advanced than, like, the normal Roger droids are.
True. But wouldn't we want to, like, program it first?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be programmed to shoot us, technically? Like, how would that work?
Well, that's what I was going to do in that case, like, reprogram it.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to try reprogramming it first before repairing it?
Probably best idea, yes.
Well, if it's... is that computer program?
It would still be droid program / repair.
Oh, okay.
So it's the same skill for both reprogramming and for fixing it. It's just
Okay.
what exactly you're doing. Let me just look up.
Oh, that's why the slash. That makes sense now.
Yeah.
I never noticed that slash, really. Like, it's fine.
Okay, I'm just looking if it tells me anything about programming and the rules for
Okay. And
droids.
I am down. I am down to try this.
Huh. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, here we go. Oh, yeah, it does actually have some stuff. So yeah, so what you can do basically is reprogram a droid from scratch. So you're just completely wiping it and then like starting fresh, fresh install of Windows and all that. It'll take a day, but you have 3 days in hyperspace here, so
Yes.
just trying to figure out which is the difficulty. Would it be that one or that one?
The thing you should have brought that assassin droid from the last time.
What?
We also fought an assassin droid. I should just have brought that one too.
An IG unit.
Um,
Okay, yeah. So if you want to be reprogramming it, you can roll. Are you both going to be trying?
there's no harm in both of us trying, is there?
Yeah, basically, if you both try, it'll just be whoever gets the higher roll is the one that does it. So,
And yeah, sure.
Right.
Okay.
Yike.
Nope.
My rolls for the things that should be good at it.
So you spend a day and it ends in failure. Gonna spend day 2 on it as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Give it another go.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
That's better.
Much better.
Both appear at the same time for me, so my brain didn't immediately notice the 22. So I just see the 8 and I'm hearing much better. I'm like, what? Oh, there's the other roll there as well. 22. Yep. So that is not only good. That 22 is not only good enough. It's good enough that I don't have to actually decide for sure between the. Because there was different difficulties depending on the complexity of the droid. I wasn't quite sure which one to go with, but 22 works for either. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's the role I should have gotten the first time.
Yeah. So you've got that droid reprogrammed for when you manage to repair it.
Well, down to spend the last day trying to repair it.
Okay. So let me just quickly check what difficulty. Do you remember how badly damaged it was? Actually, no.
Wasn't it just like the incapacitated version of?
I feel like it probably would have been incapacitated.
Yeah, because we haven't really destroyed anything. It was only my R2 that destroyed things, really, I think. And he never attacked as one.
I just feel like if you were choosing one to take, you probably would have taken an incapacitated one.
Yeah.
Okay. I found the... Okay, I got the repair difficulty. So, both of y'all make me the droid program repair.
Hell yeah.
I'm not even gonna try.
I just need to practice.
So...
You can't even get over that.
Yeah, even if a roll.
So Zoey just kind of like, you know, after doing the programming, just kind of starts fixing, working. After only 15 minutes, doesn't have it fully repaired, but is like pretty close.
Nice.
And then if you want to spend the final day just working on, make me another.
Sure.
One. Yep, you get that battle droid fully repaired during the final day. And then
well, I guess it's her right now.
Right before you're about to drop out of hyperspace.
So how does it work? Like when it boots up, if I'm like, hi.
So it boots up and it's like, looks at the two of you. Is one of you my commander?
Your call. It's your choice.
I mean, sure, yes, me. But if you have any repairs, go to her.
Understood, Commander. What are your instructions?
For now, keep the ship safe.
Roger, Roger.
Expect this to be this quick.
You're welcome.
I was like, I mean, I'm gonna repair this over time, upgrade my skill. I'm just gonna go anyway, so I can actually start bringing my R2. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're gonna have an entire army of these at one point.
You better be glad I switched to Zoey today. I'm pretty sure Kilo's is like 2D.
I appreciate you.
1 second, actually. I want to quickly look up battle droid designations.
Yeah, right. I wanted to ask its name. I got
Uh,
distracted by the commander thing, but I did mean to ask that.
Let's see here. Okay, first can I find information on the specific battle droid I want? Type the... Let's see here. Actually, you know, let's go to the Phantom Menace. And then see if it has something, mentions a specific type of battle droids. Okay, maybe the Trade Federation. I need this specific. Here we go, droid models for episode 1. I did that. B series battle droid. There we go. Now, does it have anything on their names? Oh no, I guess it wouldn't be. Wait. B1 series battle droid. Ah, here we go. Yeah, I don't think they actually have designations, maybe.
You should give
Oh,
it
no,
a name.
yeah, here we go. Actually, here's some. They're just like...
I was trying to think of a name.
Numbers and letters.
Part of me's like, alright, I'll call it Shiggy. Actually, what about Terry? Not even kidding.
No, it's not Terry.
Okay.
My designation is...
I died briefly, but it's okay, I'm back now.
Okay, welcome back.
Oh my.
My designation is 1337.
Good.
Beautiful.
Okay. So, anyway.
Anyway.
So, yeah, so you're about to drop out of hyperspace.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the cockpit, I guess.
Yeah, Rupert's there as well. Jacen?
Yeah, I'll just go there too.
Okay. And R2E2 is also there. And,
I'm ready to, like, immediately cloak.
yeah, so you drop out of hyperspace and you immediately engage the cloak.
Okay. It's here.
Okay. Then, Rupert's like, so it'll take them probably a couple of days to get here. In which time we want to see what we can figure out. Can the communications on this ship be used while it's in cloak?
Can
Long-range communications can't. You can use like your comms, like short-range comms or whatever will work, but long-range communications won't work while cloaked.
Alright, I tell him that.
Okay. Then we'll probably have to decloak if we're actually going to want to, you know, contact anyone to figure anything out.
Okay, that's fine.
Perhaps if we land somewhere hidden first, and then decloak so we won't be seen anyway.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, roll me a piloting check for that.
Will do.
28.
Damn, okay, I'm back.
You're back. So yeah, you go, fly down, wherever, find, like, a nice spot amongst some trees where, like, it barely looks like you can even, like, your ship could even fit past without, like, rustling the trees or anything, and you just, like, slide in right amongst them.
Yeah, I was just a little rusty. I just needed some practice, you know?
Yeah. And then, so then, you decloak, and, Rupert, it's like, okay, I'll see, send out a few, encrypted, communication lines, see if anyone I know answers, and, see if we can, figure anything out. So, goes to communication computer and, yeah, sends them out, and, you wait a bit. You wait 6 hours, and comm starts beeping, and Rupert answers it. And if you're in the cockpit right now, you see on the screen, and he has it like angled so that like you can see the screen, but whoever he's talking to won't be able to see the rest of you. And you can see a Wookiee, but it's not that Wookiee. And you know, the Wookiee. Oh, I guess you actually understand. You understand. Jacen understands a Wookiee, that's right. So
Sure.
the Wookiee is like saying, "Rupert Teleros, I thought you were dead. I haven't heard from you in ages." And Rupert's like, "Nah, it'll take a bit more than, well, obviously it'll take more than I've been through yet to kill me. Otherwise I'd be dead already." But yeah, so I understand you're working with the Alviran Syndicate these days. Wookiee's like, yeah, you know, pay good, business is good, especially since the death of Akar. His organization is still around, but are not what they once were. And Rupert's like, and Alviran Syndicate's still trying to move in on he just names a planet, a random planet. It's like, well, we want to be, but that area's under the control of your brother, last I heard. Well, what if I told you that my brother was gonna be in the area in a few days, in this area, a few days, with his ship, the Demon's Head? Yep.
What a name.
Yeah. That's a Star Destroyer, though. What is he doing coming here? Don't know for sure, just stuff I've been hearing on the grapevine. You know. But it means you might not have much of a choice but to come into conflict with him. He's like, well, any tidbits, anything you can, any kind of advice you can give me? Rupert's like, well, I mean, you're not the only ones who aren't gonna, you know, be too happy with him moving on here. Maybe you and what's left of Akara's organization and Black Sun, you know, combined offensive, you just might be able to pull something off. I mean, Wiki's like, yeah, I'll talk that over with my people, see what they say. And yeah, and that they end the communication. Rupert's like, so that right there is going to give us a bit of an advantage.
So what's our plan now?
Well, if we leave now, then presumably as soon as Roger and his ship, the Demon's Head apparently, as soon as they get here, they'll, you know, just take off, come after us again. Won't stick around for a fight, but what we want to do, I guess, is stick around long enough for them to show up, for a fight to start, and then make her escape.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Unless either of you have a better idea.
No, not much fun. Do we want to disable the tracker? Or do we want to wait?
To shoot the guy into space. We don't need him anymore.
The only question is, you know, if they're not able to take out his ship, do we want to be, like, leading him somewhere else after, where, you know, ship will be damaged, try again somewhere else, or do we want to join in the battle ourselves?
How good are you at starship gunnery and shields and everything?
Pretty decent.
Sandra.
Hmm?
We should have taken Sandra. Okay. And I guess we could.
We could.
We could fight it.
Either of you ever taken out a Star Destroyer before?
Haven't we?
Have we?
Pretty sure you haven't.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Taken other ships out, but not a Star Destroyer, I don't think.
We do the astrogation ahead of time without jumping into hyperspace, just so that if we need to, like, emergency get the fuck out of there, we can.
Okay, where you want astrogation data to?
In emergency, where would we want to go? Probably just someplace nearby enough? Like a day jump?
Yeah.
Although we could just... Yeah, you know what? Someplace that's like a day. Just so that, like, if, I don't know, we get damaged and it's like, let's just get the fuck out, we can just, like, I don't know, do it. Assuming that our hyperspace doesn't get, or our hyperdrive doesn't get damaged, but you know.
think about that. I'm just thinking because the astrogation rules are made to be, you figure out the astrogation data as you make the jump. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Because if you fail at it, that's why stuff happens. But if you do it ahead of time, that's why I need to just gonna look over, see what I can figure out on that. Somehow I skip past it both ways. Oh yeah, because astrogation rules. Yeah, I'm just looking at the. Let's see.
I mean, or just any place nearby, and I can just make it easy or make it harder. Just like make it a day. I just want astrogation data to some place that's not the base, that I can make a day, so that I can just, I don't know. I'm being a little cautious, but it's not necessarily a bad thing.
True.
What I'm gonna say is okay, so what I'm going to say is you can take a day to figure out. Well, I'm gonna say you can make a roll to figure out astrogation data ahead of time. What was my thought? I had a thought for if you fail. I mean, if you fail, you'd have to then do it during the situation. So you can only have like.
I mean, I could just wait.
Okay.
I can just not do it ahead of time. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else you want to do to prepare, though?
What are the capabilities of our new droid? Like, is it just a shooting? Or is it, like... Yeah.
Just for shooting.
Alright, good for it.
You give it a blaster rifle, tell it who to shoot, and...
True, does it have a blaster rifle?
It can take one from storage.
Do you have some in storage on the ship?
Yeah, my 13. I don't know. Seems a bit unreasonable to carry 16 blaster rifles on me.
I don't know. That seems pretty reasonable to me, considering that's the exact number that Kilo currently has on her.
Yeah.
Along with various other guns. But if we're just counting blaster rifles, it's 16.
One of these days, I am going to introduce
No.
a carry capacity thing.
You can't nerf me.
I gotta figure something out. But yeah. So,
So part of me just wants to call the droid Roger.
I mean, it doesn't need to have a name. It has a designation.
True. 1337.
yep. Okay. So, and Rupert's saying, it's like, so I think a good plan for when this starts would be to have the ship cloaked, wait till the battle is well underway, then fly in close, decloak, and like start shooting, specifically at the shield generators.
Okay, you two can focus on shooting. I'll focus on piloting. I will just focus on like dodging shields like that. I know shields are a reaction. I just,
Yeah. Now, what do we want to do about the captain, the Imperial captain?
What about him?
Just keep him in the holding cell for now, I guess.
Well, with
And his tracker, I guess.
With the tracker, if we're flying at them while cloaked, they'll still, know where we are.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Can we just disable it then?
R2, give him a shuck in the knee.
I
mean, it'll be a problem if we end up wanting to lead them somewhere else, but I don't think we should.
I mean, can't we just temporarily disable it?
I mean, we're going to need to open up his knee to get at it.
I'm on it. No. I'm kidding, obviously.
Amputating his leg. Alright?
Well, and also, like, can we just take it out, like, then we could just, like, turn it on and off whenever?
Yeah, we can certainly try to take it out.
The thing I don't like about this is that I feel like I'm gonna end up being the one cutting into his knee. But...
I mean, I can do it.
No.
I also have a 5D in medicine.
I have better medicine than you, and I would rather...
I know.
I would rather do it then.
Well, we should, like I said, we should just take it out then, so we can, like, activate and deactivate whenever.
Well, I mean, taking it out was the only option, right? There's no other option. It's not taking it out. So let's start with that.
Okay.
We doing this?
Sure.
And I'm assuming it's a medicine check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would the guy feel any pain?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, like, are we knocking him out or anything? We're just gonna hope while he's, like, whining awake.
I mean, I'm assuming you're gonna, like, put him under or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you put him under, bring him to, like, the med bay, strap him down just in case something goes wrong and he wakes up. Okay, roll me a medicine check.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so You make the incision. Have to move a few things, reach in with some tweezers, and pull out the tracker and drop it in one of those little tray things they always drop things up in on medical shows.
Yeah. Sure.
And then you close his knee back up.
Okay. So is the tracker, like, is there a way to do the deactivating and reactivating, or is it just destroy or?
That would be a you could try deactivating it with a technical roll. I was just gonna say straight technical because none of the specific skills really fit.
My technical is only 3D.
2D plus 1.
Okay, so I guess. What about everyone else here? Or I guess just Rupert. Does Rupert have better technical?
Yeah, he's like, I can give it a try.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like, okay, I'm fairly certain it's deactivated.
Okay.
Is there any way to test?
Um,
Is there any way for me to check? Just like see? I don't know. If not, then I guess we'll just trust.
you can roll a... You can roll a technical as well, just to kind of get an idea of if you think it was successful or not.
That's a good roll for me.
13. As near as you can tell, yeah, seems like it was probably successful.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so I guess we'll go up into space and wait.
I guess so.
Okay. Or do you want to wait on the planet until closer because of the fact that you can only stay cloaked for like 2 hours at a time?
Sure, so I'll stay on the ship.
No, it's okay. We can just wait then.
Okay. So you wait, and been here for about 3 days as well, when Star Destroyer pops out of hyperspace up in orbit, and you detect a bunch of ships going up to meet it from the Elviran Syndicate and Akar's organization and Black Sun, and actually I just realized Black Sun wasn't one of the organizations that I previously had here, but I guess they've started moving on this planet as well, and Fedge of the Hutt as well, his forces. Because I forgot about Fedge of the Hutt before. That's why my brain went to the Black Sun. But I guess with Akar's organization shrinking, Black Sun's taken that to move in, but none of them want Roger moving in on their turf, so they go up and start fighting, and I'm guessing you're cloaking and flying up there?
I guess so.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Roll me your piloting.
Hell yeah.
27, yeah, you fly up there, fly around, avoiding the other ships and the fires. You're not being fired at, so that's definitely a good sign. And you bring yourself right to one of the shield generators, and So both Jacen and Rupert are at one of the gun controls.
I think was a +3. Shooting, that is.
Water. Yes, fire control of 3D. Yes. So, basically, you're planning to decloak. They're gonna fire, and then if you can recloak right away, right after, or otherwise just fly and dodge if you need to. But
yeah.
Yep. So you decloak and yeah, roll the blast or quad laser cannon firing stuff. Okay. So that's that, and that's 3D. Jacen, roll for firing.
Alright. 24.
Damn.
I'll be hitting.
Okay, so Rupert hits first.
Okay.
And you're not being fired upon this round because Star Destroyer is busy firing at everything else, so you... Yeah, let's see, damage was what again? 60.
No.
Against... we're gonna say against that. Okay, okay, so you've done some damage, or Rupert's done some damage to the shield generator. Now, your shot. Roll for damage.
6, right?
Yep.
20.
Damn.
Okay. And you didn't do any additional damage to the shield generator.
Okay.
So it's somewhat damaged, but it's still going to take more hits to take out. Are you going to recloak or stay decloaked to continue firing on it?
I mean, I guess just continue firing on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So this next round, you will also be getting fired on. So.
Wow, rude.
So Jacen and Rupert will each. I'm assuming Jacen will continue firing, and Rupert
I
will
will
as well.
fire twice.
You'll fire twice. Okay. And Zoe's just going to try to dodge or shield the firing.
Just
So then,
it's a weird vibe to be like, I'm not doing anything, but it is valid.
Yeah. You're everything you're doing is a reaction.
Also,
basically.
why we could have R2 also shoot, can't we?
No, right? It was clarified that he can't.
Yeah, R2 doesn't have a starship gunnery skill.
Oh. I swear I helped us shoot before, but I missed something else.
Other people have helped you shoot before.
Yeah, I remember this being clarified because he can't, like an R2 can't use the controls was the reason was given, I think.
Well, because he just doesn't have the starship gunnery skill. He would need to get...
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll give that to my R2, just level up his gunnery skill.
Okay. So then, once again, roll your gunnery. That's a lot of numbers. Okay. Oh, right, because you're doing 2 shots. I was like, 16? Well, even with... Well, I mean, that's actually about average-ish. Okay, and then you're being fired on, and that would be... Ooh, okay, so... Oh wait, how close were you to the ship when you like, how close are you to it? Like, short range, medium range?
I assumed short.
Short range? Okay. Just making sure.
That's what I had in my head.
Okay. That's what I was assuming as well. I just was like, oh, I should probably clarify it just to make sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. So yeah, you are being hit first, unless you can evade it.
I will attempt to evade.
Yeah.
How do I do that again? It's pilot plus something, right?
Yeah, your maneuverability, which is 1D. I think that's what it is, right? Yes, yeah. So it's 1D is the maneuverability.
So
26. Ooh, let me do this easy. Just set aside 26 and see what the total is. Okay, you managed to evade it.
okay.
So you evade the shot, and then Rupert shoots back at it. And well, that's very easy to add up. Oof, no additional damage. Okay. Jacen gets off his shot, though. So, roll for damage.
26.
Oh, that's nice.
And also weirdly the same as my
Oh, Charlie stunned.
Okay, so it's now severely damaged. Now make your second shot.
Okay, first this, I guess.
Okay, yeah, you hit. Roll for damage.
25. All right.
No mercy.
The shield generator blows up. 1 shield generator down, 2 to go.
Okay, cloaking and going to the next one, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Time to use my force point to shoot like 6 times.
Yeah, roll me a piloting again.
Just piloting, right?
Yeah, just piloting. 22. Yeah, so you fly over, do a bit of a zigzaggy pattern just to make sure you've, escaped notice if it, comes to it, and line yourself up.
Serpentine.
Yeah, line yourself up with another second shield generator, still a close range.
Yeah.
Or short range, whatever it's called. Okay. Then you decloak, and is Jacen firing twice again, or just once?
I'm gonna just fire twice again.
Okay. So then roll me your shot.
16.
Fairly consistent.
Let's hope the damage will be consistent.
True.
Okay. So Rupert gets his shot off first. Unsurprisingly, since he's just shooting once. And yeah, so he heavily damages it. Then Jacen gets off his shot, your first shot, so roll for damage.
19. Not as consistent.
No further damage. Your your second shot. 16 you hit, so roll for damage.
20.
Ooh, no further damage. Okay. So then, next round, again, you're going to be fired upon this round. So, and then Jacen firing twice again.
Yep.
Okay. And Rupert will also shoot once. So roll your first shot.
Alright, I love 16.
Hacker.
Such a hacker.
So you're being fired at first. If you want to try evading.
I would very much like to evade.
23. Ooh, yeah, you just managed to evade that.
Ooh.
From I was like, oh, you just got hit.
Okay, then.
I mean, I'd still be able to shield.
Yeah.
I prefer to just not have to.
Yeah. Then Rupert shoots next. Okay. Okay, it's now severely damaged. It's Jacen, you hit. Roll for damage.
God.
Ooh.
Bye damage.
Yeah, that does nothing.
Okay.
Then your second shot.
Like I keep saying the same range, but I trying to hit.
You hit, so roll for damage.
Okay. A little better.
Your second shots have been pretty okay. First shots.
I said it was severely damaged after Rupert's hit, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It is now destroyed. You took it out. Yes. One shield generator left.
Doing it.
Cloaking and flying to it?
I just said we're doing it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, cloak, fly.
Okay, roll me a piloting again.
Okay.
26. Damn. And again, going to close range or short range.
Yeah, and this time I'll shoot once on just the first time.
Okay. Okay. And Jacen again going to be shooting twice.
I was honestly like, I'll be wild to shoot 3 times. But no.
Okay.
I feel like I'm really getting close enough to missing with the 15, so.
Okay.
Not sure what the range is, so I want to know.
Then, yeah, so you decloak, and then I guess roll your shots, and...
I have a +3, yeah? Right.
No, you actually have 4D yours, but you do less damage.
Oh. Right, because if I wanted to do the gunnery, I'd have to, like, move.
Yeah.
Then there would be no one on the pilot controls. So I'm probably not even going to do much, huh? Yeah, never mind, I'll hold.
Okay.
I'll just talk.
Okay. Oof, that was...
23.
I would have rather that than the damage, but still. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully the damage is also good.
Yeah, knowing our luck is like we're gonna roll high on hitting and then roll low on damage.
Okay. Rupert hits first, so...
Something you generally want to hear. Instead of them being first.
Wait. Okay, it's heavily damaged after his shot. You hit with your shot, roll for damage.
Yeah,
I know.
reverse those rolls.
Sure.
God damn.
Yeah, you don't do anything additional.
Shocking.
Shocking indeed.
Your second shot hits, roll for damage.
19s.
That's not bad.
True. Not a 14 at least.
Yeah, you severely damage it.
Hey.
Okay. So now you are once again being fired upon on the next round as you're shooting again. Twice? I mean, you're shooting twice again? You're shooting again. No, I'm not shooting anymore.
Ooh. My first shot is a 12. I mean, think short range is normally like 10 or more. Yeah. Just allows me to know whether I can already bow my head in shame on this thing or not. I hit one of our own ships. Sorry.
As if there are ships now. Yes, this is our army.
Yes.
Okay, so you're being shot at first. Can try to evade.
I was having just oh yeah, you dodge.
Yeah, you definitely evade.
Just barely. Just really scraped by on that one.
Well, I do want to say, I feel we get hit once, that thing just breaks us in half.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm scared.
Yeah,
I feel like we'll do a lot.
Like, yeah, but yeah, 36. You didn't just, like, you know, get high enough to get it under the, like, under
just a few barrels.
You know, the difficulty. You got it, you know, more than canceled out the entire shot. Okay.
Holy shit, Zoe, no chill.
Yeah, so then Rupert hits next. Oh, that is a nice damage roll. It was severely damaged, right? That's where we were at?
Yeah.
Fucking 36. It's such a good roll.
And Rupert destroys the final shield generator.
Woo! I'm gonna cloak and get the fuck out of there.
That's a good idea.
Where are you wanting to go? Just away?
Away first and then into hyperspace, probably.
Okay, roll me your piloting. So yeah, you fly away as you see, like, the combined ships of those 4 criminal groups all, like, just firing on the Star Destroyer, and you're seeing, like, explosions from the Star Destroyer and, like, major damage as you fly a good decent distance away.
Okay.
Can I sense on Roger specifically, just to see, like, he's getting the hell out of there too? Because he's on that ship, isn't he? Or should be.
Is on that ship. Roll me a sense.
I'm good.
Yeah, you don't gotta check. He didn't do shit.
Yeah, that, like, just the proximity modifier is gonna be more than that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so you don't sense him.
Ah, good, he's dead, guy.
Okay. Well, I guess we want to go back to base.
Okay.
Seems like an idea.
Okay. Roll me a astrogation. Gonna go 3 days or?
Yeah, I don't think we need to make it quicker.
Okay.
Jesus fuck. I'd like to make it like negative a month. Thanks. I'd like to travel back in time, actually. Jesus Christ. Is that enough? Did I make it?
I better check the mishap chart. Yeah, no, 31. Yeah, you...
I double made it.
Jump back in hyperspace.
Like, we instantly arrived. Like, within a minute, like, whoa, that was fast.
And yeah, start making your way back to base.
Okay.
And
I would like to just destroy the tracker just in case, because now I don't think we need it. I don't think there's any reason for us to have it.
Okay. So yeah, you just how are you destroying it?
With kindness.
What kind of a tracker is it? Like, is it a chip?
It's a little device thing.
I just want to straight up like crush it. Like, I just want to like put it onto the table and then like take a hard object and like smash it.
Okay. What hard object are you taking to smash it with?
Do I have anything interesting in my inventory?
I have a cannon.
No.
Just put it on the wall. I'll shoot.
No. Can I take just like the back of a gun?
Sure. You go, you take your blaster rifle and just like give it a good solid whack, and it kind of, gets squished and damaged and such. Seems like it's probably not gonna work at all now.
That's good.
Just tiny little pieces. Yeah. And I know we're only at the 2-hour mark, but I think this is where we're gonna call it.
Okay. Understandable.
Yeah.
Good ending point.
It's yeah. Got some nice bit different combat. Because of the fact you're up against a Star Destroyer and taking out like the shield generators, as kind of doing the combat a bit different than standard space combat. Because I'm like, you're not just like your ship against a Star Destroyer. Standard combat rules like don't really make sense.
Yeah, no.
That'd be like using like standard like on foot, combat rules against a ship, right? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, so
the other problem is then you have to take into account like everyone else.
Yeah.
Like all of the many other ships, and that just wouldn't be very fun.
Yeah. So this is where we're gonna call it. This obviously I'm still playing some Animal Crossing yet today. Next week's session, I'm gonna say we're gonna try for standard 4 p.m., but it'll probably be a bit late because I'm working till 3:30 next Saturday. So it'll be like as soon as I get home, pretty much, I'm going to like start everything up. So we'll probably be a bit late to start, but does that work for you too?
Yeah, fine with me.
Awesome, yeah. And yeah, so we're gonna go to break now, and I'll be back in like 15-20 minutes with some Animal Crossing.
Alright.
And yeah. Oh.